Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's the brother Yair Radah coming at y'all with a quick video through the Spirit. First and foremost, want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. Yahweh Shah being the name of His beloved Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And today we just going to go through the Spirit, man. Quick video on, making sure, man, your garment is clean, man. Clean, white, making sure you're not putting on that old garment or bringing that old man back up, and make sure you stand in the Spirit in these last days, because you got a lot of stuff going on, man. All hell been breaking loose. You feel me? You got damn Pope talking about he want another Bible. You got an earthquake that just happened in a part of Greece that leveled buildings, man. You got damn Edomites having visions and dreams. Even Jake, also, not even the other nations, man, having visions and dreams. You got so-called white man government, man, coming out talking about saying that humanity is likely to be ended by nuclear missiles, and said that the rate of tension between nuclear missiles have been at its highest at 40 years. Meaning the tension with nuclear missiles hasn't been this high in 40 years, man. So even these other nations know that the world is coming to an end, man. Everybody knows that the world is coming to an end. Everybody's on edge right now, just waiting, man. Just waiting. Why? Because the Most High is putting that spirit on man to be able to understand these things and see the times of the signs, man. But you got Jake and Eve out here, man, just having the time of their life, not worried about nothing, don't know what's going on, man. Hey, and they're going to be caught out there in that day. If you watch, and it's even worse if you in the truth and know what's going on, but you're not watching, paying attention, you're not standing in the Spirit, staying diligent, reading, praying, fasting, studying. Hey, you're going to be caught unaware in that day, man. You're going to be caught, like they say in the word, you're going to be caught with your pants down. And you ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. Damn, eat a missile, or hey, get zapped by a laser, or get cut asunder by Yahweh Shah, man. It's as simple as that. So these are the times, man, you got to make sure that your garment is white in these days, man. Okay, let's go to the book of Revelations. And I bring this out all the time, but it ain't a damn limit on how many times you can bring a precept out, man. And we going to keep bringing out the precepts. If it's going into prophecy, or it's going into repentance, if it's going into anything if it's the Bible period, man, hey, we going to bring it out, man. You feel me? It ain't no, you always bring that out. Yeah, we going to keep bringing it out. Matter of fact, before we get this, let's get this real quick in the Apocrypha. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So straight off, he said, hey, measure thou the times diligently, man. Measure the times, meaning what? Meaning pay attention. See what's going on in the world, man. Don't just be trying to see what's going on your local news channel. Don't just be trying to see the damn tea that's going on in his or her household, or the tea that's damn going on with damn love and hip hop, or whatever the case may be, man. And you got to be concerned about the things that's going on around the world that pertain to prophecy, man. That pertain to prophecy. Hold on real quick. Let's get this in the book of 2nd Esdras. I know kind of shooting through there, but hey, we just going off the spirit. Hey, this is the book of Slaki. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So, hey, we got to speak. We got to tell our people these things and give warning to our people of these different things that's going on. Not only do we got to do that, but, hey, you got to look for yourself. You shouldn't have to wait for somebody to tell you what's going on. You should be diligent enough in yourself to be able to see and have desire to want to know what's going on. Because if not, like I said, you're going to be caught with your pants down, not knowing what's going on. All right, so it says, measure thou the times diligently in itself, And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we say all the time, that don't mean he gonna come down off his chariot, step out the chariot, and then start that. Nah, that's not what that's going into, man. Okay, what is that doing? He's visiting the world now, man. How? Tornadoes, earthquakes. Hey, you just had a damn volcano erupt, man. And they had to cancel air flights. And damn, I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of the it's an island though, man, and they had to cancel flights and stuff like that. Because you got volcanoes erupting, you got earthquakes happening in diverse places, man. All hell breaking loose. You got tornadoes, you got floods happening, you got forest fires going on, you got uprisings and upwards of the people, man. The damn Edomites out of order. The top Edomites can't get their own people in order. Jake don't give a damn no more, so they can't control that. All hell just breaking loose, man. The world is in the uproar, man. They trying to force everybody to get these damn the shots and stuff, man. The damn vid. Ain't nobody trying to get that stuff. You got people that's leaving work and quitting work because they don't want to get the damn shot, man. All type of stuff going on, man. You got rebellion. You got rebellions going on, and it's just gonna get worse and worse. It ain't gonna get better. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse. One thing gonna lead to another. Next thing you know, boom. Hey, we in martial law. You got damn food shortages going on. Shelves empty. Barely can buy water. Meat skyrocketed through the roof, man. Hey, these are the times of the signs that's all throughout the scriptures, man. All throughout the scriptures, man. Tell you about these different things, right? Matthew chapter 10, Matthew 24, Luke 21, 2nd Esdras 16, 2nd Esdras 15, 2nd Esdras 9, 2nd Esdras, all these different things that the Most High has written for us throughout the time, throughout the time, man. Right? Let's get this in the Beckett. I got a lot of precepts going. This is the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but in the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." So the Most High said, look, hey, make it plain upon tables. So when they read it, hey, they'll know what's going on, man. Make it plain upon tables. Hey, wait for it. Because once it come, hey, it's gonna hasten. Hey, the Lord gonna hasten it in his time, man. People think that the damn world gonna go on for damn 20 years, 20 or 50 years, 60, 70 years, man, 80 years. They gonna be able to see they great grandson, all these other different stuff, man. Flying cars, man. This ain't Futurama, man. Hey, the world not doing nothing but waxing weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, man. The people waxing weaker as the world continues to go on, man. The people getting worse. Spirits getting where all hell's breaking loose upon the earth, man. So in these times, man, hey, you got to be diligent. All right, let's go back to this in 2nd Esdras 9. It says, verse 2 again, it says, "Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." Verse 3, "Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world." Right, you got earthquakes that's going on in diverse places all over the world, man. You got upwards of the people that's happening in damn near every country, including this one, man. And everything that you see in these different countries, man. You got Jake, man, being damn whipped on horses, like it's the damn 1600s, man, 1500s, 1700s. Time has literally been rewinded. And let me get this, man. Salaki, I know, hey, we getting in it, man. We getting in it, man. We getting in this thing. It's the book of Ecclesiastes. It's the book of Ecclesiastes. I want chapter 3. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15. It says, that which hath been is now, and that which is Salakia, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and God requireth that which is past, man. So the things that our forefathers went through, guess what? That stuff is coming back onto the earth, man. When you read in the accounts in First Maccabees, Second Maccabees, hell, the whole Bible, man. When you read these different accounts, that's just not like, oh man, they went through it. Now, hey, you gonna have to go through it, man. Are the people on the earth right now gonna have to go? Hey, the Lord requires that which is past, man. Those same things are gonna come back onto the earth, man, and it's gonna be worse than before. It's gonna be worse than before, man. Tell you that in Jeremiah chapter 30, right? Daniel chapter 12, man. It's gonna be a time like that's never been before, man. All right. Let's actually, I want to get another one too in Ecclesiastes, because like I said, man, you got Jake getting whipped, man, on horses. You got Jake getting whipped on horses, man. You got the damn Levites, man. The Haitians, they whipping the Haitians while riding horses, man, like we done went back in time. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 5. It says, there is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. I have seen servants upon horses. Now, who are the servants, man? Who are the servants, man, who was literally created to be servants, man? Who are the ones that was created to be servants, man? These damn devils, man, the so-called white men, these Edomites, and not only the Edomites, man, but all the other nations, man. Real quick, let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras, man. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, and verse. Let's get right to the point. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, and verse 55, man. Right? 55. Or this is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 55. It says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes, man. And this is Esdras, man. This is Esdras talking. Esdras was an Israelite. He said, thou madest the world for our sakes, man. Right? In the world, so if the Most High made the world for the Israelites' sakes, then what does that mean for the other nations, man? That means they're what? They're servants, man. Right? They're servants, right? Let's drop down to verse 57. It says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us, man. Okay, so look, back in Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse back in Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7, it says, I have seen servants, right? Who are the servants? The servants are the other nations, man. Chiefly the so-called white men, man. Chiefly the Edomites. Said those are the servants, and they're the ones that are upon horses. Not just right now in this specific context where they're treating the Levites that way, but all from the start of slavery, man. They ride on the horse, right? They look down on you. You feel me? They whip you. They call you boy. Even that horse don't always gotta be physical either, man. That horse is what? The law. this court system. Like, hold on, let me get this in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, real quick. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. If I can get to it. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and verse 11. Actually, I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age." Here's the point. "Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth." It said, they said this, and this is what the so-called white man says. This is what the Edomites say. They say, "Let our law be let our strength be the law." And they know that, man. They know that the law is their strength, man. The law that governs Babylon the Great, man, aka America. They know that the law is their strength. That's why these cops, man, they can shoot Jake down in the streets, man, and then go get paid leave, and then come back to work after 2 weeks. Barely get put on trial, man. Can murder a man in cold blood and have nothing happen to him. Can be a Jake can be running from the police with nothing in his hand but a phone and get shot, man. You can drive and get pulled over for a speeding ticket with your daughter in the back seat and your wife in the passenger seat and get shot in front of your daughter and your wife, man, for a speeding ticket. Okay? So they know this. They know this stuff, man. They know that the law, is their strength at the end of the day. But not the Most High's laws. They're made up laws. Because their laws are contrary to the Most High. Everything about their laws is contrary to what the Most High God says, man. It's like damn opposite day 365 days a year. Let me drop down in this real quick. And they know we're different from them. That's why they try as hard as they can to have our people sell out. Our leaders sell out. Why? So they can damn use them against us. How do they use them against us? Our leaders don't buck up against us or nothing like that. What happens? They influence our people. The Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions, the damn Drakes, LeBron James, all these different people, man. All these different powerful people who have powerful platforms who, Jake and Eve look up to. Guess what? They used them and damn had them sell out. Now, guess what? You want to be like these same people. You want to be like Cardi B and dress half naked and shake your ass, man. You want to be like Megan Thee Stallion. Me and the brothers was talking about it the other day. I think she got a song called or something about "Let Me Be on My Thought" stuff. Like, what? That's badness, man. But women so-called want to uplift themselves and build themselves up, man. Yet you singing songs and want to be like Megan Thee Stallion, and she said all she want to do is be on her thought stuff, man. That's madness. But guess what? Our women inspired to be like that. The men want to be homosexuals. They want to be thugs, gangsters, man. They want to hate their brother in their heart, right? They want to sleep with their brother wives, man. They want to pimp out our women, become whoremongers, idolaters. So but they know in our spirit, man, we against all those different things, man. That's why they can't do it on their own. They can't do it on their own. So what they got to do, they got to use you, Jake and Eve. They got to use the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American in order to get to our people. So that's why you have our people do what? Sell out. Okay? This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse. I'm going to start at verse. You know what? I'm going to just keep reading on. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean, contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our with our offending the law, and objective to our infirmary the transgressions of our education. So the so-called white man understands that their laws are contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments. They know that our laws that we supposed to be keeping, which is the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High God gave to us, they understand that look, we contrary to what they do. They even said, hey, look, their ways are clean, contrary to ours, man. All right, I'm gonna read that again. Verse 12, it says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean, contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law. How do they offend the law? They tell our people you can be I gotta watch my. They tell our people, because they've been shutting the channel down and stuff now. So look, they tell our people that you can be a part of the LMNOP community. Okay, you can, and all them different letters. I don't even know what half them letters mean, but they tell our people, look, you can be a part of the LMNOP community. You can be whatever you want to be. If you don't want a rod no more, you can chop it off. This is what they tell our people, man. This is what they tell our people. This is a welcome to Babylon the Great, the land of confusion, aka America, man. They tell our people everything that's contrary to what the Most High God says, man. In Romans 1 said, who changed the truth of God into a lie? And who else did that, man? The Edomites, man. These other nations. How else do they offend the law, man, on purpose? They understand that we got to keep the Sabbath day from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. They know that. They're not oblivious to that. You're not gonna shock these top level Edomites by telling them something like that, man. They know that. So what they do then? All right, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the busiest days. We're gonna make the busiest days of the week on what days? For shopping malls, restaurants, sports. What's those busiest days? Friday and Saturday. It's all crafty counsel at the end of the day, like it tell you in the book of Psalms, man. Psalms chapter 83. Crafty counsel. And they're confederate against us, man. All right. It says, verse 13, it says, he professeth to have the knowledge of God, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. Right? And we know we the child of the Most High God. We know we the children of the Most High God. It ain't about we think we this, we that. No, we know for a fact that we, Yasha Allah, man. Yasha Allah. We know this, man. We can prove it with whatever you want to prove it. If you want to use the Bible, we can use the Bible, man. If you want to use the damn Quran, it's going to tell you the same thing in the Quran, man. As far as who God's chosen people are. Which are who? Which are the Israelites, man. Who are the Israelites? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If you want to go to history going to back it up. Archaeology going to back it up. Whatever you want to bring to the table, it's all going to point to who? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. And that's why we go boldly, man, out to the highways and byways and challenge anybody who think differently about it, man. Why? Because we know what we talking about. We can back it up, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says, verse 14, says, he was made to reprove our thoughts. Straight like that. It says he was made to reprove our thoughts, man. Talking about who? Talking about Jake, man, and Eve. But guess what? we in the state now, well, a lot of our people in the state now to where, guess what? We don't reprove them, man. What we go do? We go and join with them. We don't want to reprove the so-called white man. We want to be friends with them. We want to be companions with them. We want to be lovers with them. We want to do everything under the sun with with these other nations except reprove them, man. And tell them what their judgment is. Tell them that it ain't no hope at the end of the tunnel, man. We don't want to tell them that. We don't want to tell them, hey, you wrong for what y'all been doing to our people for thousands of years. No, we want to forgive, man. We want to forgive the so-called white man, but Jake, you can't forgive your damn brother. Make that make sense, man. It's talking to the brothers. It's talking to the brothers, man. Talking to the brothers. In Detroit, one of the brothers said that Jake came back around. They was talking to him. They was getting on the brother. Jake came back around and said, hey, man, I killed 3 people. I said, what? I said, man, they should have said, well, how many of them was you know, a so-called white man or East Indian man or a damn whatever, man, a damn Arab. How many of them was somebody from another nation? And I bet you, man, they was all probably his brothers, man. That's how naive, that's how confused, that's how broken, man, our people's minds are, man. And that's all the curses at the end of the day. Because Jake don't want to get right. All right. Let's go. Salaki, I know I didn't win all the way. But let's go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. It says, I have seen servants upon horses. So those servants are these other nations, man. It says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth, man. You see that? Princes, hey, walking as servants upon the earth, man. And who are those princes? Hey, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We're those princes. That's what Yasha Allah mean, man. He prints power. He prints power. Why? Because we got power with the Most High God, man. Why? Because, hey, we God's chosen people. It's the same reason why he chose us out of all the other nations, man. So, Jake, you got to get yourself together, man. And that's judgment, too, at the end of the day. Hey, Levi damn getting whipped, man. With whips. And some of the beautiful thing about it is, too, it was another report that came out saying that Issachar, man, the so-called Mexicans, they down there helping the refugees from the Haitians. They down there helping the Haitians, clothing them and feeding them, man. They out there, they done turned the damn car into a grill, and they getting down, man. Helping who? Helping their brothers. And they probably don't even understand that they brothers, man. But the spirit of the Israelites in the last days, hey, it's undeniable, man. So you got Issachar down there helping Levi, man. You see that? So Jake, you got to get yourself together, man. Because if you don't see the times of the signs, I don't know what to tell you. You got to get your spirit right. You got to make sure your garment is clean, man, in these last days. Make sure you're repenting, praying, fasting, being diligent in the word, and doing the work. You can't be a damn keyboard warrior out here, man. You got to go out and do the work. Okay? Let me get this real quick in Revelations. All right, this is what I wanted to read earlier. This is Revelations chapter 2. I mean, Salaki, this is Revelations chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, be watchful and strengthen the things which remain. So it says, be watchful. All throughout the scripture, the Lord always tell you to watch, man. It says, be watchful and strengthen the things which remain. What does that mean? Meaning, hey, strengthen yourself. How? That don't mean go and damn lift weights, man. You trying to get ready for Jacob's trouble. talking about, I'm gonna be ready, suited and booted. Nah, it says strengthen the things which remain, meaning what? Hey, if you lacking in the area spiritually, hey, increase that. If you know you gotta start reading more, hey, read more. Strengthen that area. If you know you gotta pray more, hey, start working on praying more, man. Strengthen that area. Strengthen the things which remain. It says, strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. For I have not found thy works perfect before God. So you got to strengthen those things that are ready to die. Like I said, hey, if you struggling in praying, you know you need to start praying more. Hey, work on that. You need to be reading more. Hey, work on that. You need to study more. Hey, work on that. Strengthen the things which remain. Okay? The things that are ready to die. Reading on. It says, remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast, and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. So the Most High said, hey, you ain't gonna know. Why? Because when you ain't watching, you weren't strengthening the things which remain, you wasn't repenting. So you ain't gonna know what's going on. And that's how a lot of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans out here are, man. They don't know what's going on, man. They don't know what's going on. Even a lot of you jaking the truth, man. Some of you Jake, not a lot, but some of you Jake in this truth, man. Y'all just in it, just to be in it. Y'all not bringing forth no fruit. You're not doing it. You just existing, knowing that you an Israelite, but still a nigga, and acting like one. So you gotta get yourself together. Reading on, it says, thou has a few names even in Sardis, which have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. So it said, hey, I know, hey, you got some men out here, man, and women that, hey, they haven't defiled their garments, man. They're making sure that their garments are always clean. How do you do that? By repenting, praying, and fasting, man. That's how you keep your garment clean. You got some people, hey, who garment filthy, man. They garment filthy. You got a damn adultery stain right here. You got a lying stain right here. You got a damn fornication stain right here. You got all type of stuff. You got a usury stain down here. You got hate stain right here. You got just damn stains everywhere, man. Why? All because you don't want to wash your garment. You gotta make sure that your garments are always, you gotta make sure that your garments is clean. Okay, you can't be putting on garments of the other nations. All right, let's go to the book of Job, man. Or Salakia. Real quick, let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes again. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 8. It says, let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment. So, the Lord said, hey, let your garment always be white. Meaning what? Clean. Don't have no filth on your garment, man. Because when you go to the wedding for the Lord, man, you can't show up there with damn stains all over your shirt. You got all white on. You know you trying to bust their ass. You know how Jake is, man. You trying to get down with it. You trying to look smooth and everything, but yet you got stains all over you, man. You can have the nicest garment ever, but if you got stains all on it everywhere, guess what? It ain't so nice no more, is it? It ain't so nice no more, man. So you gotta make sure that your garments are always. I'm gonna read that again. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 8. It says, let thy garments always be white, and let thy head like no ointment, man. Okay, let's go to the book of Job. Okay, let's go to the book of Job. Salakia, bear with me real quick, Israel. I think I want something else real quick. Let's go to book Salakia. We gonna keep Job on standby. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 132 and verse 9. It says, let thy priest be clothed with righteousness, and let thy saints shout for joy, man. So you got to put on righteousness, man. Why? Because, hey, that's the garment at the end of the day. That's what your garment is. Your garment is righteousness. Your garments are your works and everything, man. So you can't let that be damaged with dirt, filth, damn throw up over here, damn shit stains over here, man. Hey, you gotta let your garment be, hey, you gotta be clothed with righteousness at the end of the day. Clothe yourself with righteousness and don't clothe yourself with damn that whoremonger spirit, man. Clothe yourself with damn adultery spirit, hating your heart for your brother, slothfulness, okay, murders, all type of different stuff, man. A lot of people got damn 6 different coats on, a different damn vanities of vanities and sins, man. You gotta take all those garments off, man, and put on and be clothed with righteousness at the end of the day. Okay, let's go to the book of Job, chapter 24. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 24, and let's start at verse 7. It's the book of Job, chapter 24, and verse 7. It says, they cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold. And this is the cold right now. We living in a time of being cold, man. Okay? It said they lodge without clothing. They taking our clothing away from us. What is that clothing? The righteousness. The law, statutes, and commandments, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They strip that away from us. How? By putting damn Bishop T.D. Snakes up there, deceiving the masses of the world. Damn, I don't even know big name pastors like that. Damn, y'all know Joel Osteen, all these other different people, man, that deceive the masses of the world. You got people dabbling in Islam. You got people dabbling in this and that, damn Hinduism, so-called spirituality, all this damn witchcraft, man, all these other different stuff, man. That's how, and they promote those things rather than promoting true righteousness, man. Rather than promoting truth, period, man. They promote everything but truth. That's how they strip it away from our people, and our people just they float to it, man. Our people float to it. It says, I'm gonna read that again. It says, they cause the naked to lodge without clothing, and they have no covering in the cold. It says they are wet with the showers of the mountains. Now, what are the mountains? Okay, what are the mountains? It says they are wet with the showers of the mountains. What are the mountains? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, and verse 23. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and 23. It says, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly in the Lord our God is salvation of Israel. You got to realize the Most High speaks he speaks in parables, man. The Most High speaks in similitudes, parables. It's poetry. So what are those hills and mountains? Hey, those are other nations. That's what the hills and mountains are. That's why I told you, it says, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and the mountains. Truly salvation is hoped for of Israel. So these mountains are who? They're symbolic for different nations and nations, period. Okay, let's go to the book of Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36 and 1. Because Israel is considered, all nations are considered mountains, right? Hills. The hills, they are symbolic of who? The small nations. The mountains are considered who? Hey, the larger nations, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 36 and 1. It says, also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel. Why? Because, the different nations and nations, period, are symbolic for mountains. Let's get another one. This is The next chapter back. This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. So he said, look, set thy face against Mount Seir, which is what is a nation. Going to who's the nation of the Mount Seir, going into the so-called white man, the Edomites. Let's get another one. Okay. Actually, I won't. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go back to the book of Job. Yeah. Let me read Job again. Job 24 and 8. It says, they are wet with the showers of the mountains. The mountains we just went over are symbolic for different nations, period. Now, why does it say they are wet with the showers of the mountains? What are the showers of the mountains? What are the showers of the mountains? Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 2. It says, my doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall drizzle as the dew and the small rain upon the tender herb and as the showers upon the grass. So that's what it means when it's talking about in the book of Job, when it's saying in Job 24 and 8, when it says they are wet with the showers of the mountains, meaning there are people are wet and drenched with the showers, meaning the doctrines, the philosophies, the contamination of what these other nations. That's why you got damn Jake trying to be a damn Muslim, and trying to be in damn Islam. That has nothing to do with our people, man. That has nothing to do with us. They even had us in slavery, man. During the sub-Saharan slave trade, man. That has nothing to do with you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Yet our people want to flock to that, man, because they hear a couple good things, man, but they don't examine the entire matter. So our people want to dabble into Islam. People want to dabble into this, into that, all these other different things, man. Guess what? That's them being drizzled on and rained on and being wet with the showers of the mountains, man. That's what that's going into. Okay, another example. Our people want to be in damn Buddhism, want to damn open up chakras and meditation and open up third eye, all this other different stuff, man. Hey, that had nothing to do with you, Jake and Eve. Trying to be like the damn Moabites and Ammonites, man. And these Elamites out here, man. They don't have nothing trying to be in damn Buddhism, man. They don't have nothing to do with you, man. It has nothing to do with our people and our culture, man. But what's going on? Hey, they're raining on their doctrine upon our people, man. And so now our people get wet with the doctrines and philosophies of these other nations, man. That's what's going on, man. And they're being contaminated with those different things. Jake trying to be in the damn Buddhism and all this other different stuff, man. And they even had giant slavery, man. The Ammonites and the Moabites, the so-called Japanese people and Chinese people, man. That was during the Silk Road slave trade, man. Learn your history, Jake. All these nations are not for y'all, man. They all do what they conspire against you, like it tell you in Psalms chapter 83, man. It literally lists off the different nations, man, that are confederate against thee, man. But now you want to go and flock to they different things, man. You got damn Northern Kingdom, they heavy into that damn Catholicism stuff, man. Heavy into Catholicism. You know, the Dominicans, Cubans, and damn so-called Mexicans, man. heavy into the so-called white man Catholicism, man, and worshiping and idolizing damn Saint Mary's and Saint Matthews and angels and all this other different stuff, man. Madness. Native Americans, they still damn worshiping the damn sun and spirits and damn all this other different stuff, man. Levites, they into damn voodoo and witchcraft, along with the Benjamites also, man. Benjamites, the damn proud. And and Judah, you feel me? The so-called African Americans, you just go with whatever the wave is, man. You go with whatever the wave is, and you're tossed to and fro. You're tossed to and fro, man, with these different fables, man, doctrines and philosophies. All right, like the Lord said, man. Said, hey, paraphrasing, said, he that cometh to me, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. That's what we should be getting rained down upon us and drenched to it, man. Not damn Buddhism and damn Islam and Catholicism and damn Kemet spirit with these damn Africans and stuff, man. And damn Pan-African that we don't need. Hey, that don't got nothing to do with us, man. Nothing to do with us. But Jake, you don't know what's going on, man. Why? Because you're not clothed with righteousness, man. You clothed with everything under the sun except righteousness, man. So that you gotta be clothed and make sure that your garments are white, man. And make sure that your garments are white. Okay? All right, this is Job chapter 22 and verse 6. It says, "For thou hast taken a pledge from thy brother for naught, and stripped the naked of their clothing." Right? And that's how they did. How did they do that? They did that through beating us into Christianity. Forcing us into that. It's either you was gonna get down with Catholicism, so-called Christianity, or you was gonna get put to death, man. That was the same thing that the Muslims did. A lot of people don't understand that. They had our people in slavery, but see, it's against the Quran for you to enslave your own people. So in order for our people to get out of slavery, what did they do? They converted to what? Islam. Why? So they didn't have to be slaves anymore. So it was either you was gonna be a slave, and we was potentially gonna kill you if you didn't get down. If you didn't get down with what we with our stuff, we was gonna kill you, or we was gonna make you a slave. That's what all these nations do, man. They force Jake, and that's what this is going into. It said, Job 22 and 6. It says, "For they have taken the pledge from thy brother for naught, and stripped the naked of their clothing. Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink, and thou hast withholden bread from the hungry," man. And they withhold all these different things from our people. Like what? They hinder the word as much as they can. They lock the servants of the Lord up, man. They move them off of street corners, man. They tell them cut that shit down, man. Okay, they flag videos on YouTube. They take videos down, man. You gotta be careful with what you say and this and that and the LMNOP community and all this other different stuff, man. They ban channels. They shut down channels, man, for a certain amount of time. They do everything they can in their power, man. To do what? To hinder the words of the Lord from coming out. Right? That's how they take the bread away, man. That's how they take the water away, man. That's how they strip it. When the Lord said what? Let's go to the book of Isaiah, and then we're gonna wind down. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and 1. It says, "Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price," man. So it said, hey, look, come, man. Hey, we got a full buffet, man, in righteousness. Full spiritual buffet of different foods that you can eat, man, and be full all the time, man. It's a buffet, and you ain't got to have no money. You ain't got to, all you got to do is come, man. And that's why, dropping down Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6, it says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near." And the Most High not gonna always be like that, man. It's gonna come a time where you ain't gonna see these different things. You ain't gonna see the men of the Lord on the highways and byways. You ain't gonna be able to watch the videos to understand what's going on around the world, etc., man. You feel me? So you gotta seek the Most High while he may be found, man. Get that spiritual water, get the spiritual bread, put on and be clothed with righteousness instead of them being clothed and being rained on, okay, by what? By these other nations. Let's go back to Job and finish that. This is Job chapter 24. This is Job chapter 24 and verse 8. It says, "They are wet with the showers of the mountains." So they're wet with the doctrines and the philosophies of what? Of these different nations. Reading on. It says, "And embrace the rock for want of shelter. They pluck the fatherless from the breast and take a pledge of the poor," man. It says they strip. It says they take them and snatch them away from the breast, man. And what does the breast do? The breast gives what? Milk. The milk of the word, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. They snatch our people away from that. Okay. Let's get this in Isaiah real quick. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 9. It says, "Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast." You see that? You feel me? So that's what the so-called white man does, man. When he controlling the different media, the TV shows, the movies, what he promotes, what he put out there, all these other different things, man. He's what? Stripping our people away from the milk, man. Stripping our people away from the breast, man. And causing them to lodge naked. And then when they lodge naked, guess what? They rain down on them the what? They foolery and doctrines and philosophies, man. So, Jake, that's why you got to be clothed with righteousness at the end of the day. Okay? We read one down now. So, let me get these last couple. Okay, let me get these last couple real quick. Let's go to the book of Ephesians. It's the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11. It says, "Put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." So you got to put on the whole armor of the Most High so that you can fight back against doctrines, philosophies, spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Principalities. Reading on. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, take the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh, praying always with the prayer of supplications in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for all saints," man. And that's beautiful, man. I love that precept, right? So you got to be clothed with righteousness at the end of the day. Clothed with righteousness, you got to have your armor on, the armor of the Most High, to be able to fight against all these different things, Jay. And make sure that your garment is clean, because if your garment is not clean, the Lord is going to kill you. the Lord is gonna kill you, man. Plain straight like that. You're gonna get put to death. Okay, this is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it reads, it says, "It shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel." It said all those that have strange apparel on, the Lord is going to destroy, man. What does it mean when it says all those that have strange apparel? So, hey, if you clothed with damn Islam, when the Lord come back, hey, you're going to get put to death. If you clothed with damn Buddhism, hey, you're going to get cut asunder. If you clothed with damn voodoo spirituality, you're going to get cut down. If you clothed with damn spirituality, worshiping damn crystals, rocks, and the damn moon and sage, man, you're going to get cut down, man. The Lord is going to kill you. You're going to die. You're not going to make it. Repent or die. It's simple, man. You're either going to follow the Most High God and be diligent in this thing, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, keep the faith of the Most High God and of the Most High God and His Son Yahweh Shah, man, and be clothed with the commandments, be clothed with faith, be clothed with righteousness. All right, and have a chance, hey, to get beamed up on the chariots and when all hell break loose, or hey, you gonna damn melt, have your eyes melt inside of your head. All right. So with that, I want to say, Kwam Yasha Allah, continue to endure Israel. Continue to, matter of fact, I got one more. Israel. Right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 22 and 11. It says, "And when the king came in to see the guests," so like I'm gonna start from verse 2. This is Matthew 22 and 2. It says, "The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come." Right? Let's jump to verse 11. It says, "And when the king came in to see the guests, and saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment." Well, he didn't have on a wedding garment. So he had on what? He had on strange apparel, man. And it was dirty. Reading on, verse 12, it says, "And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. And there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen," man. So many are called and few are chosen, man. Let's get one more. I know I said one more last time, but hey. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 3. It says, "There be many created, but few shall be saved." The Lord all throughout the scriptures tell you that everybody's not going to make it. You got to get out of that damn Christianity spirit where every time somebody die, they damn say they up in heaven looking down on them, man. Or that they no, hey, look, man, everybody's not going to make it. Everybody don't when the end of the world come, okay, when the Most High crack the sky and come back, the Lord is not coming to damn give hugs and kisses and take everybody up to heaven. First of all, heaven is not even going to be on the damn cloud, man. It's going to be right here on earth, man. The kingdom of heaven is going to be what? Hey, it's going to be a transition of rulership. All right, let me read this so I don't get off topic. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse 3. It says, "There be many created, but few shall be saved." Verse 4. "So answered I and said, Swallow then down, O my soul, understanding, and devour wisdom." Okay, so Yasha Allah, man, Hey, swallow down understanding and wisdom, man. Swallow down the law, statutes, and commandments. Swallow down, hey, how to live peacefully among your brothers, man, and sisters. Swallow down how to maintain your fire, how to keep oil in your lamp. Swallow down the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as much as you can in these last days, man. Prayer, fasting, being diligent, being fervent in the spirit, man. Okay? And continue to grow in this thing. Be better today than you was the day before. Every day you should wake up with that mindset. All right? So, Kwam Yasha'Allah, continue to endure Israel. Want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Shalom.